Put God first in everything you do. Everything that I have is by the grace of God. You pray for rain, you gotta deal with the mud too. That's a part of it. I say luck is when an opportunity comes along and you're prepared for it. My faith helps me understand that circumstances don't dictate my happiness, my inner peace. I made a commitment to completely cut out drinking and anything that might hamper me from getting my mind and body together, spiritually and financially. I'd be more frightened by not using whatever abilities I'd been given. I'd be more frightened by procrastination and laziness. My mother used to tell me, man gives the award, God gives the reward. I don't need another plaque. I'm very proud to be Black. That's my cultural, historical background. My genetic makeup, always be yourself. I think a role model is a mentor, someone you see on a daily basis and you learn from them. I never really had the classic struggle. I had faith. I work hard for the audience. It's entertainment. I don't need validation. You have to grab moments when they happen. Make sure you always happy with present state. If you have an enemy, then learn and know your enemy. Don't just be mad at him or her. The time to worrying about flying is when you're on the ground. When you're up in the air, it's too late. No point in worrying about it then. My ultimate life dream project is my kids, my family. Make sure family, always number one. Where I think the most work needs to be done is behind the camera, not in front of it. My mother never gave up on me. I messed up in school so much. They were sending me home, but my mother sent me right back. Never forget your mother, always make her happy. One good thing about acting in film is that it's good therapy. Black or white, good parts are hard to come by. A good actor with a good opportunity has a shot. Without the opportunity, it doesn't matter how good you are. There is a loftier ambition than merely to stand high in the world. It is to stoop down and lift mankind a little higher. The books that help you most are those which make you think that most. But a great book that comes from a great thinker is a ship of thought, deep freighted with truth and beauty. Faith is love taking the form of aspiration. I believe in living today, not in yesterday, nor in tomorrow. If you could only love enough, you could be the most powerful person in the world. Hope is some extraordinary spiritual grace that God gives us to control our fears, not to oust them. Noble deeds that are concealed are most esteemed. Joy descends gently upon us like the evening dew, and does not patter down like a hailstorm. Countless as the sands of the sea are human passions, silence is the last thing the world will ever hear from me. I know why I am here, and my only real focused goal is to live each day to the fullest, and to try and honor God and be an encouragement to others, and I am very happy about that. Try to be a rainbow in someone's cloud. Let each man exercise the art he knows, whatever ought to be, can be. I have looked into your eyes with my eyes. I have put my heart near your heart. When deeds speak, words are nothing. It's a moment that I'm after, a fleeting moment, but not a frozen moment. What we need is more people who specialize in the impossible. The undertaking of a new action brings new strength. We relish news of our heroes, forgetting that we are extraordinary to somebody too. My mind's my kingdom. Act like you expect to get into the end zone. I pray God may preserve your health and life many years. From its brilliancy, everything is illuminated. I arise full of eagerness and energy, knowing well what achievement lies ahead of me, and when I breathed, my breath was lightning. Nothing is worth more than this day and now. This is the sweetest and most glorious day that ever my eyes did see. Think with your whole body, let us make our future now, and let us make our dreams tomorrow's reality. The essential elements of giving are power, love, affection, and the consciousness of the race testifies, these is a blessedness greater than any other. Thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. Follow your bliss, and the universe will open doors where there were only walls. Each day provides its own gifts. Only those who have learned the power of sincere and selfless contribution experience life's deepest joy, true fulfillment. Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you are doing the impossible. I believe that laughing is the best calorie burner. I believe in being strong when everything seems to be going wrong. I believe that tomorrow is another day, and I believe in miracles. Health is the greatest possession. Contentment is the greatest treasure. Confidence is the greatest friend. Non-being is the greatest joy. How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world. With self-discipline, most anything is possible. The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have. Your ordinary acts of love and hope point to the extraordinary promise that every human life is of inestimable value. Your big opportunity may be right where you are now. Everyone here has the sense that right now is one of those moments when we are influencing the future. The limits of the possible can only be defined by going beyond them into the impossible. It seems to me we can never give up longing and wishing while we are thoroughly alive. There are certain things we feel to be beautiful and good, and we must hunger after them. The meaning I picked, the one that changed my life, overcome fear, behold wonder. Live your beliefs and you can turn the world around. It is always the simple that produces the marvelous. Every heart that has beat strongly and cheerfully has left a hopeful impulse behind it in the world and bettered the tradition of mankind. Our time here is magic. It's the only space you have to realize whatever it is that beautiful, whatever is great, whatever is unique, it's the only space. God loves to help him who strives to help himself. Love and desire are the Spirit's wings to great deeds. Nothing makes one feel so strong as a call for help. Mankind is made great or little by its own will. The ideal life is in our blood and never will be still. A hero is someone who has given his or her life to something bigger than oneself. What we think, we become. Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if thou wilt ever dig. I love those who yearn for the impossible. We can change our lives. We can do, have, and be exactly what we wish. I went through a few very difficult years where I felt like a failure, but it was actually really important for me to go through that. Struggle, for me, is the most inspirational thing in the world at the end of the day. I think anyone who has a passion for what they love to do and who pursue it is inspirational for me. I think big givers should also talk about their philanthropy so that their work and their success stories prove inspirational enough for many others to follow. Never trust a woman who had sex with your enemy.